Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
We look to have a fantastic attendance. The teams will be stepping onto the
Just
pitch
listen
in
to that
just a moment.
noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the
Everyone,
setting.
let's give a warm welcome to our players.
Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this. A capacity crowd here.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope that the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige them.
Number 7, Pedro Neto.
And that gets things running. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, I've always admired this striker, Sesko, Peter, because he's got that flair to his game, that swagger. You see a lot of it in his clever link-up play, and when he's making movements inside the box, his anticipation and decision-making.
And again! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Gusto does really well to win the ball there. Pedro Neto chips it through. Mount. Šeško. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Palmer. He can get that clear. And reclaimed it in a trice.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Great defending, strong and determined. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. He's shifting through the gears here. Pedro Neto shapes to shoot! And he's heaved it away. And it's Cucurella. Palmer. Here comes another cross. That's a little off target. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Oh, that's a nice ball. Caicedo. João Pedro. Shot at goal! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Real chance! It's there!
Goal for Chelsea. After 26 minutes.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
De Ligt. Martinez. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Palmer. Mazraoui. Mazraoui forwards and with intent. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Oh, what a ball! Decent chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
That's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
Menu. Mazraoui shifted upfield. Mount. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution... There's the shot! It's in! Manchester United are back on level terms. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Goal for Manchester United. After 39 minutes is number 10.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Palmer gets it away. And that's been won straight back. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Mount. Matheus Cunha! Wonderful!
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Goal for Manchester United. After 44 minutes is number 10.
Manchester United get themselves into the lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Bruno. And we've reached half-time. Are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here. The midway point of the game.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
And we are already promptly back underway. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. Mount. Sesko! Tries to get it clear. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Fernandes. And it's lofted through here. He is through here! And the keeper has it.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And it's Palmer. Now it's João Pedro. Takes a shot! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Can you please remain where you are, and your coach will meet you outside.
João Pedro played into space out wide. Played into space out wide. Deftly away. And they've got rid.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Palmer goes on a charge down the left. He's got away. Palmer gets a cross in. That's really well manoeuvred. Manchester United
look like they're defending with more compactness now, certainly down the middle.
And what is that a reaction to, Jim?
Well, I think it's a move to combat the aerial threat in repelling those crosses.
Oh, that's nice and simple for the keeper. Matheus Cunha. Moved on forwards. Fernandes does really well to win the ball there. And here's Palmer. And the shot! And that could have brought them level.
Palmer, well, I think that look says it all, Peter. Brilliant save from the keeper. He read the situation superbly.
Number 20, Joel.
Dealt with nicely by the defence.
Coming onto the pitch.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Can we please make some noise for our substitutes?
And he's managed to get free.
Manchester United surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And here's Neto. Pedro Neto! He scored! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
After 85 minutes is...
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
And the finish!
And we have substitutions taking
And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Substitution for
There's
Chelsea.
going to be another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
The referee has indicated there will be a minimum of 2 minutes of added time.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And here's Circe. That looks a good cross. And that's that. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's on as even and no complaints.
Your vehicle, your lights are on.
Well, thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.